that makes sense.
Okay. You hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to be presenting a little brief description of the transportation set-aside grant. It's similar to the top grant that we applied for Sussex to Atlantic. This is just another round of funding for that. It's federal funds that gets administrated through the DOT. And the project that we've kind of identified is similar to the main street, which would be some streetscape and pedestrian improvements on Anderson Street from beginning at Union Street by the park up to Linden. And the total amount estimated, which does not include resurfacing, this is just your typical streetscape amenities, curbing, sidewalks, ADA ramps, paver banding, detectable warnings, tree grates, trees, streetscape lighting, benches, trash receptacles, bike racks, etc. And the total estimate is around 1.2 million. The available funding requirements are anywhere from I think 300,000 to 1.5, so we're right in that range. We did have a pre-application meeting with the New Jersey Transportation Planning Authority, and they gave us some recommendations on how to get a better score for our project. So we're going to implement more pedestrian safety aspects, maybe some road diets, bring the curbs in closer at intersections so people have less walking to do to get across the street. Maybe some bike lanes or sharrows or items like that if necessary. So this resolution is just to support that application, and that's all I have on that. If you guys have any questions?
Go ahead and choose.
Yep. And the sewer improvement park project for October 3rd. Okay, as far as the CSO work in the Clay Street project area, Clay Street contract 2, which is Fashini to the outfall. Contractor is making good progress out there. They've set their staging area up. That's within the Toyota property. And we've also started the temporary bypass so that we could begin doing the new outfall. So we have a temporary bypass out there with a 6-inch pump. You can see part of it in the picture, because we have the existing outfall that we had to divert so that we can construct the new one. Contract 3, which is park to the railroad or underneath the railroad. We have to do some relocating of some services, gas and water, and that's ongoing right now. They also did some test pits out on Clay Street. Non-CSO area, the main project going out there is Voorhees Lane pump replacement. Test pits were completed. The contractor, J. Fletcher Kramer, is finalizing the generator delivery. This is for backup power because the existing generators run off of gas and we cannot relocate it. So we need backup power while the pit is being dug. So that's looking to get done towards the end of this week. PSC&G is going to be cutting the cap of the gas service. The dewatering wells will be installed this week due to the depth of the pump station. We need to control the groundwater. And the construction fencing has been installed. Park project ongoing still is Stive. They're moving along out there. Hopefully we wrap this up quite quickly. The pavilion slabs, the interior slabs and walkways are being constructed, poured, and formed. The stormwater under the existing playground areas have been installed, and the gazebo is scheduled to be here shortly, early October, and that's where we're at. So hopefully by the end of this month, this project is completed. But all the utilities have been connected.
Keeping everything.
I think we're just waiting for the electric service to be.
Are they actively working there? Because I got actually got a
Yeah,
couple of phone calls up. We see one guy and he's sitting in
Yeah,
his car
they're-
drinking coffee.
Yeah,
I said, uh-oh.
they're slow, but they show up. So
They are.
They're working. Yeah, it looks good on the inside now. They got a lot of the curbing done around the playgrounds and the stone infill to get ready for the rubber surfacing. So really good.
Good.
Quick question,
Yes.
and just an approximate timeline, when you think They'll be under the railroad tracks, and tied into some of this stuff.
There's kind of good news, bad news with that. We have several utilities that need to be relocated, gas
Right.
mains. That's a little bit easier. The water services, water mains need to be relocated. The issue with that is the time of year. We can't run overland bypass like we did on Main Street because it's winter. Those lines are winterized. So what we're working with, I think we have a meeting, excuse me, tomorrow with Viola to go over some of the coordination is how we, the order of operations. Do we put the culvert in, and if the existing water main breaks, do we have a standby crew and just do it so we don't have to relocate the main? And then when we're finished, we come back and lay a whole new main. We're kind of working through that. The hospital culverts are expected to be delivered to Lot R by the end of the month.
Yay.
But due to all the relocations, the install is probably going to be a little bit delayed. It's like probably not going to happen this year, because it's more in the spring. Like I said, just because there's not a lot of real estate out there, we're putting 4 by 5 foot box culvert in the ground. And we also have to relocate our existing sanitary. So a lot of places we're going to have sanitary running on both sides. Relocate the gas on the sidewalk, relocate the water, close to the curb on the other side, and then the 2 new sewers and the box culvert. So
Right.
it's ongoing, but we're nailing down a plan, and hopefully we'll be around soon.
But even getting these culverts, even if you're not through under the railroad, just getting these culverts in there for water retention. Has to help. Has to help.
Yeah,
And so we think when, not until the spring now?
probably. Like I said, it's through the relocations. And one of the gas, one of the water lines is a transmission line that's like a 20-inch diameter pipe that runs like under the curve along railroad. So it's, it's not
Never
this
easy.
situation. So
No.
All right,
careful planning.
thanks, Ryan.
All right, thank you.